congratulations. I get the honor of celebrating your 0 to 1 year. And I have some friends here with me. We have Gorilla, Alligator, George, and Panda Bear. And these are all your little toys from when you were first born. And as you know, you were born 7 weeks early, and it was a big surprise. We weren't expecting you. So for the first couple of days of your life, you were baby boy Bernstein, because we didn't have a name for you. And lo and behold, a couple days later, before we left the hospital, we named you Michael Allen. Allen for your grandfather. Michael means blessing. And you are many blessings to us. We are so happy to share your birthday. Happy birthday, big boy. Love you.
August 1990, Michael Bernstein is at his 1-year wellness baby checkup, and the pediatrician comes out. He says, "Jackie, we have bad news about your son." She says, "Oh no, what could it be?" And the doctor says, "Well, we hate to break this news to you, but he's Jewish. He's never going to be a basketball player. In fact, it gets worse. He's going to be a distance runner."
So when you were 2, I wasn't born yet, or at least I was born like partway through. So I have to use my imagination a little bit when I picture 2-year-old Mike Bernstein. Sort of a big head, pretty chill kid, I'm guessing, and probably not very coordinated. But I'm sorry I missed it. I'm sure it was a good time.
3 years old. My imagination takes me to a place where you're running around, your 5 o'clock shadow's kicking in, probably around more so 3:30 that happens to you. You're probably shooting a basketball, or you're watching basketball. But somewhere in your mind, you're getting very curious about basketball, especially those Boston Celtics.
What's up, Bernie? Happy 29th birthday. You know, back in 1993-94, when you were 4 years old, the Celtics had their first non-playoff season in 14 years since Larry's first season in the league. R.I.P. Reggie, lost him before that year. But, I'm still sure you'd be telling me how positive you were looking at their future, knowing that, one, they had Dino Raja as a rookie All-NBA, second team, baby. And also, there was a real up-and-coming coach you were super excited about joining the league in the next couple of years named Rick Pitino, baby. Stay strong, Bernie. Love you, man.
Michael at age 5 was, as always, a fashion inspiration, particularly his relationship to hats. He really helped me embrace plaid here and kind of a loose floppy hat, as well as the old Western look. And then lastly, more of a Three Musketeers, but really, who needs all three with that outfit? He really says it all.
Okay, Mike at age 6. Definitely no beard. That'd be weird. I imagine us in your basement in our Beeline days. This is before we knew each other. But we'd be clearly chugging our juice boxes, maybe like pouring some out on your ping pong table. Maybe instead of like sliding across them, jumping on them and like dancing around. Your mom would not be happy. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mike, I've been assigned you at age 8. I thought it was appropriate for your birthday that we would remember perhaps one of your greatest failures as a child, and that was when you were submitted to be the next face of Quaker Oats Life Cereal. I think it's really that early challenge that's probably driven you for most of your life since. It's helped bring you to where you are now. Julia also made me include this because it showed her being adorable as well.
Let's see. Mike Bernstein at 9 years old. I imagine you at a solid 30 pounds, obsessed with basketball, which of course is difficult since the ball is about as big as you are, and dreaming of one day becoming a Celtics player.
Hi Mike, happy birthday. So at 10 years old, I'm sure you had cooties, but sources close to you assure me that you were a great kid, so I'm sure I would have thought you were pretty cool too. Maybe seeing your breakout role as Snoopy in Charlie Brown at the Art Barn, or reading your first ever research paper in the 4th grade on the origins of basketball, or hearing you talk all about meeting Bill Russell. Maybe I would have bought you a cool souvenir like this because I know you love the Celtics so much and we would have been friends forever. Either way, I'm so happy that we're friends now and I can't wait to celebrate this and many more birthdays with you. Happy, happy birthday!
At the age of 11, I imagine Mike was going through a bit of an identity crisis. He had the persona of a runner and was doing that, but he also deep down wanted to be a basketball player at heart. So he'd come here after school and after running practice and would work on his jump shot. Now, at the time, he was not really interested in pursuing relationships or girls, but he had a few admirers who would walk by, and it wasn't about impressing the ladies, but it was about showing off his skills because a 6-time All-American never misses the opportunity for a glory day.
Hey Mike, so everyone knows you're an entrepreneur, but they might not realize that you've been one since you were 12 years old when you and the Pierce kids would hang out here at Village Fair House of Pizza, and you would resell everybody soda out of cups you bought across the street and brought in. So I guess it's always been in your blood. Happy birthday, buddy, and raising a glass of secondary market resale soda for you.
Hey Mike, shout out to Lacey for putting this on. We've known each other since we were 6 years old, and I'm so glad that you would make me feel better after I was crying from losing in soccer on the Pierce playground. I got 13, and at 13 we were playing airsoft in your mom's backyard. So in that light, I'm wearing my John G shorts, and Steph is going to come in and shoot me point blank with an airsoft gun. Here we go.
Hey Mike, happy birthday.
Do it. Back up. Lower. Sorry, do it. Do it. Ow! Ah, that's for you, buddy. Love you.
14. 14 was a pivotal year for Mike. You know, he was right in the heat of puberty, lots changing around you, emotions, hormones, your identity. He made the town team basketball team over me, something which he still holds over my head on a semi-regular basis, quite gleefully, I might add. It was around the time that the Lincoln kids kind of penetrated into the Pierce group, and the Pierce kids had been these like nice, friendly, well-adjusted human beings up until that, and before you know it, Mike was going to the raft dances and doing all kinds of things that I don't think he could have foreseen doing 3 or 4 years ago. So, pivotal time, pivotal time. And screw you, Mike, I made the full team, okay? Just because I started in the taxi squad doesn't mean I didn't deserve it.
Well, at 15, there were 2 focal points that Mike really honed in on. First was airsoft, where his backyard would be consumed with pellets and blood. Looking at you, Peter Wong. And second was taking Jules' lead and practicing for the Mike basement of future high school years. So big thank you to Jules for that, and big thank you to Peter Wong for laying down his life in Mike's backyard on the airsoft field.
Hey Mike, I have 16. Obviously, I didn't know you when you were 16, and honestly, if we'd been both going to VHS, I still don't think I would have known you because I was way too slow for you, and everyone knows you don't talk to anyone whose mile time is over 6:30. Luckily, since then, you've relaxed your standards, which I know because we've gone on not 1 but 2 different runs together, and we still hang out, so thankful for that. Hope you have a great birthday.
Can't remember if this is 17 or 18 years old, but around 17 years old, playing Civil War in your basement versus the JP kids, getting embarrassingly hammered, rolling up some weed and getting caught by your mom. Yeah.
Marcus, if we were tied at 18, imagine us working for us at the Brooklyn Team Center, probably running anywhere from 75 to 90 miles a week, talking everything about the Celtics, and of course, house parties, and occasionally shooting balls.
That's all.
Hey Mike, happy birthday. Oh, you're turning 19? That's funny, I'm 18. Here, we can give you a ride. Follow me. Oh, you can have shotgun.
Hey Bernie, thought it would be appropriate to do your video post a SoulCycle class. I also thought about doing it in bed because age 20 is the year of our hookup. At 20, you were a fresh chicken, had just come to Wash U, and made us all fall in love with you immediately, obviously. I'm so happy that I met you at this age and that we have now continued to be friends for 9 years. Live it up, Bernie.
All right, B, let's see Mike at 21 years old.
Still leaning, still missing cups. We're just kidding, Mike. I don't know if I've ever beaten you in beer pong.
Dude, seriously, man. Happy birthday. Lives wouldn't have been the same without you.
Love you.
Love you, man.
Mike, when I first recruited you, I thought you were some sort of Trinity, New England fast kid, but over the years I've realized how many layers you have. And over our time together at Wash U, I learned that you were someone who was, for one, a tremendous runner. When you were 22, your senior year, you got 3rd place in the Division III championship meet. You were someone who, when you were 22, was able to start a business with me, winning some pretty cool competitions, including Colorado Springs when you were 22. We were able to have new layers of learning to deal with each other as roommates and office mates, as running buddies, as business partners. And those layers have continued to extend to this day. You're someone who I can call, an amazing friend, someone who I feel lucky enough to stick with through definitely thick and thin. Someone who has the layers of a runner, as in many ways, a sounding board off of anything and everywhere. And also the layers of being able to go back, change, and still continue to be the same awesome friend that you were when you were 22. And I feel really lucky to have worked next to you since that age. So thank you.
Happy birthday, Mike. As you can see, we're at Gretnel's Den. It's where you finally asked me out. We went through freshman year at Trinity together. You didn't want to hang out. Then we transferred to the same school at Wash U. Still didn't want to hang out. And then one fine day, I get that Facebook Messenger message from you. It's just asking me out, and how sweet it was. This is where we met, and we've got a lot of good memories since then. So happy 29th birthday. Love you.
Oh my goodness. Mike at age 24. Well, you hadn't met me yet, so you're probably lost and confused and missing the mountains without even realizing it. But no, I imagine you were just kind of hitting your stride. You're just out of college, you're young, entrepreneur, superstar runner, just realizing how freaking sexy he is and taking the world by storm.
At the age of 25, it was beginning to dawn on you that your reign of domination over me in ping pong had finally ended. And to cheer yourself up, I believe, you launched a travel wing of your business so you could spend seemingly the entire year and years ahead in mind-blowingly scenic locales.
Hey Mike, one of my favorite memories from when you were 26 was when we competed for the championship at the Vermont 50. You rallied up a good team and got 2 teams going against each other, and I was lucky, I thought, to be drafted to your team, but apparently talked up a big game, and kind of fell short on that one, as we all know, and got beaten by Lottie by half an hour. But that's how it goes, and I always appreciate kind of all the things that you do so well, which is bring people together, whether that's a group of us who are kind of starting companies together, couple people for a race, or even some great parties on New Year's Eve. So you're always great to bring people together no matter kind of what the conditions are. So thanks, bud.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for all the ping pong lessons. 27, congratulations. It was a pivotal year. One year before, you were driving to Janji and your vehicle was rear-ended, totaled. The year after that, you were on the way to New York Marathon. Again, you didn't use your hazard lights that we spoke about, your best defense against tailgaters. Be safe, Mike. Safety first. And one question as your senior Janji model, wearing both Haiti and Peru, how can I be an extra large?
All right, so I have year 28. 28, I think that's actually the year that you told me you were turning 20 years old in Longfellows here. So, it's interesting. But anyways, even if you're turning a little bit older, well, actually, you're turning a little bit older, which means that you are getting pretty old, Mike. But that's okay because I am an old soul at heart, so we can just hang out even more together, which is fabulous. So, Mike, happy birthday. I really just cherish your friendship. You're such a thoughtful soul who also knows how to give me a hard time. And I think that I'll say this because it's your birthday, which I appreciate. Thank you for your sense of humor, always making me laugh, and making me feel happy when I hang out with you. Cheers, Mike.
I first and foremost want to apologize for the fact that everyone now knows you are indeed turning 29 today. But if I were to predict the year of 29, I think it's going to look a lot like 28, which means many Saturday mornings spent sneaking out your back staircase, hoping your Airbnb guests do not hear you, because God forbid they know you're actually staying in your room while you're renting to them. Some close calls with insulation, Saturday morning basketball games, telling anyone that will listen you're a 6-time All-American. But if there's anything I hope for you in your last year in your 20s, is that you get a chance to reflect on just how far you've come, how many people you've influenced, and how amazing you are as a person. So happy birthday, happy last year in your 20s, and we all love you.
I was like nervous.
Oh, no.
Remember when Golden Temple was like just Chinese food?
Go. Oh.
Hey, turn off your truck.
Happy birthday, Bernstein, you salty dog, you.
Happy birthday, Mike.
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 Happy birthday, man. Miss you.
Mike, happy birthday from your just extraordinarily well-lit siblings.
It's really our golden hour, and perhaps this year will be your golden hour as well.
Happy birthday, Mike.
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 Feliz cumpleaños, abuelito.
Happy birthday, Mikey.
Happy birthday, Mikey Byrne from San Francisco. Love you, bud.
Happy birthday, Mike. I love you, bro.